So you're a photographer or a videographer starting a business and you just got a hold of your stimulus check. You want to know how you should invest it to help your business skyrocket once everything turns around. Today, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you 5 things you should be investing your stimulus check into and 1 bonus thing. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. Let's get started.
Bruh, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button real quick. Good looking out.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and if this is your first time on this channel is designed for content creators like yourself who want to turn your passion into profit. This is not the channel to learn how to shoot better pictures or Photoshop out bad wrinkles in your granddaddy's shirt or make your grandmama's teeth whiter. This is a channel designed to help you master the business side of content creation. And today we're talking about what to do with your $1,200 stimulus check. Now, if you are one of the lucky ones who don't have to use it to live off of, you just so happen to be in a place where you can invest that check. Today, I'm going to talk about 5 things you need to do or you need to invest in to help your business grow. Now, you may have done one of these steps, but we're going to go over them anyway because you may not have done the step before or after, and you may not have done it in this order. All right. Before we get started, I'm going to ask that you go ahead and click that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you want, and let's get started with number 1. Number 1 is fairly simple. You live and die based on your website. I'm going to assume your 3 niches are close together, and we're going to say niche number 1 is corporate event highlight videos, right? Because a lot of companies want to show highlight videos of events. Number 2 is going to be corporate event photography. Corporate event photography is a big thing. And let's say you do promo videos for companies that has products or services. Let's say those are your 3 niches. Now, as a promo video, I'd like to kind of drill it down into an even deeper section. So let's say you do promo videos for online-based companies that sell something that's non-tangible, that's online. Or you know what? Scratch that. Let's say you do promo videos for a service-based company, plumber, tree trimmer, let's say a service-based company, landscape company, that's what you do. So those are your 3 things, and that's what we're going to go with. So like I said, number 1 is website. My favorite company to go through for websites, and I have no relation, there's no advertisement or paid crap, none of that. I personally use it, is Squarespace. I like Squarespace. I used to use WordPress. Those of you who know, I was a big WordPress fan, but after my site got hacked when I had a big job with Scion, I never went back to them. What you got to realize about WordPress is everything you need to know, all of the coding and scripting is available to everyone. It's open source. So hackers have the ability to download it, to get the information, to create stuff, to break into it all day and night. And because they have the complete manual on how to do it, it gives them a leg up. The plus side is there's a whole lot of plugins for it, and that's great. The bad side is all of those plugins aren't required to work with each other. And there's been times where I've had multiple plugins and they be fighting together, and my site is either loading slow, not loading. There's an error when you log in through mobile. There's something wrong with it, and I don't know because I have multiple plugins that don't work with each other, and they don't know they don't work with each other. There's a billion plugins. So for me, I like the ease of Squarespace. It looks great. It's fast. It works on mobile. I don't have to worry about it. And as a business owner, I don't want to have to worry about my website. I want to set it and forget it. I got other things to worry about. So for me, Squarespace work, I would suggest you go with the business plan because it offers more for businesses. And the business plan is about $216 per year. They usually run promotions. I know during the time of this video, they're running a promotion. It's like 20 or 30% off, but I'm going to quote it and put the price on the screen as the regular yearly business price. I would always suggest you buy it annually. Saves money. You don't worry about it. So the first thing I would do, I would purchase my year subscription to Squarespace. $216. Let's put that in the list. Number two, and this is something a lot of people don't think about when they move forward with a website, is to have professional product or service descriptions. It's really important that you get somebody professional, a professional copywriter, to explain what you do in a way where your target audience can understand. Again, I'm going to keep in mind that you have your 3 niches down and you know who your target audience is. So my target audience is really going to be corporate event planners. They're the ones that are throwing these events for companies. I'm going to target them directly. I'm also going to target the companies themselves, because some companies don't have corporate event planners. They have someone that's just looking for people who can capture their event. So those are my 2 target audience. A little vague, but it's enough for me to work with. Therefore, once I give this information to my copywriter and this service that I like, I'm going to directly give you the person I usually go through on Fiverr. They charge $50 for writing up a product or service description for up to 350 words. Now, this is going to cost us $200 because I'm going to buy this service 4 times. Well, Ty, why 4 times when you only got 3 niches? I'm glad you asked there, buddy. The first payment, the first time I'm going to do business with them, I'm going to do all 4 at one time, but the first purchase is going to be a description of what my company offers. What is the service that we offer? What is the solution that we offer? We offer a solution of blank, blank, and blank to help you with your event or your promo video. That is just going to be a complete write-up. The first thing you're going to see when you get to the page is a write-up of who we are or what we do, mostly what we do. That's the most important part. The other 3 purchases from this client or this person on Fiverr is going to cover my 3 niches, if they're close together, if this can go on a website together. Now, if you have 3 completely different niches, you're going to have to do 2 for every website, a write-up of who you are, what you do, and a write-up of that particular niche. Remember how I said, if you got multiple niches or you're doing a whole lot, you're going to spend a whole lot to get started. This is one of those things you got to take into account. But since my niches are close together, everything can go on one website. I save money and I can focus on one big picture instead of 20 different things. So again, this service is going to cost me another $200. And it's well worth it. Number 3 is I'm going to have someone off Fiverr and I'm going to link who I went through and who I like for page design. They're going to design the actual Squarespace page. Now? Why didn't I do it when I first got the Squarespace page? Because now that I have the copy back from the copywriter, I can present this to my designer so that they can include it on the design and they can have a better understanding of who my target audience is. They will have that text to go on the website. So as they design, they can think about placement and spacing for the text that I have and the pictures and video that I provide. Once I have the website designed and I have all of the information on the website, I'm going to move to step 4, and that's SEO. This is a particular user that I've worked with for my website to help make sure that the Squarespace page is SEO friendly. They're going to go through every page that your designer has created, and they're going to make sure that the SEO portion of it is correct, to make sure your taglines and your headings and all of that is correct so that you'll rank higher on Google and you'll start to trend a little bit. You'll start to rank on Google. That's important so you can bring in some marketing without paying for a ton. So this is the step I would go with number 4. You got to do it in this order. You don't want to have SEO on a page that's not designed because your designer is going to go and wreck everything. You don't want to have SEO before your writer has given you the information. The SEO specialist may tweak some things in the wording of what your writer have. They may go and take some of the headings and titles that was given to you by your writer and put them in places to help you rank higher. Your SEO person will definitely do that. The number 5 thing I would do, and it's something that I hear a lot from people, is I would pay to get a Google ad optimized and created for my business. Now, this is a big step because depending on your target audience, for instance, if you're doing weddings, you may have a better chance reaching your audience on Facebook, and that's not a problem. The people that I've provided are people that I've used for my business, and they can do either Facebook or Google or both, depending on what you want. This particular item is $400. It's not cheap, but it is well worth it. And for that $400, they'll do 3 different categories for your 3 different niches, and they'll design your marketing plan to go after your target audience. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, this does not include the budget you will have to apply to start to advertise. This is just choosing keywords, understanding what works, creating ads, writing the ads, and getting everything you need to hit a button and start advertising effectively. Now, remember I told you, it don't matter who you go after. If you don't have a dope trap, you're blowing money. That's why it's important that you get everything else in order and complete it before you take this step. Plus, the guys that are setting up your Google advertisement can look at your website and help determine what keywords to use to bring in your audience. They can take keywords and taglines from your website to use within your advertising to make sure everything is aligned. Now, what's dope about this is you still got money left over. Still got money left over in your stimulus check, and I am going to pop in a shameless plug on what should be your sixth and bonus item, the 5 key steps for creating an effective portfolio. Why? Because you wouldn't let a dentist with bad teeth touch you. You wouldn't get in a barber chair with a barber who had a jacked up haircut. You wouldn't go to a mechanic whose car didn't run. So clients aren't going to do business with you if your demo reel or promo video don't grab them in a way they want the video that you're going to create to grab their audience. If you don't understand that, your trap is weak and you're not going to catch what you think you need to catch. It's extremely important that you understand that clips on a timeline set to music don't cut it anymore. It's the old way of doing business. We've created a course to help you build a demo reel or a portfolio or a promotional video for your brand to help bring people in. And that is what you need front and center on your website when people land on your website. So we've added it as our 6th bonus. In fact, we've added a promo code, which is linked right here, which will make sure it fit in under or within your stimulus check price so that you'll fit everything under $1,200. Now, with that being said, you should be good to go to start to get business. People are like, well, how can I get new clients? Or how can I? This is how you get new clients. You put yourself where they look and you market and advertise. The only thing extra you would do is you would add money to your advertising budget. It can be $50 a week. If your trap is good and you bring 100 people to your website, you should be able to close at least 3 of them per week, depending on what your niche is and your ability to close. You should be able to get a lead, call you up on the phone and say, or submit a form and say, hey, I want to do business with you. Let's talk pricing and let's talk about the project. And that you should be able to do. Now, if not, there's a lot of books on how to sell that you may want to read in order to help you close the sale if that's the problem. If you're getting people on the phone and you're not closing sales, you are the weak link, and that's fine. We all got to learn. We all got to get better. We all got to work to make sure that we fully understand what the client is looking for. There's a free course on the FlashFilm Academy site that talk about how to get paid shooting for free. And that's where you should really get a lot of the footage that's going on your website, a lot of the pictures that's going on your website, and a lot of the knowledge that's needed to understand your target base. If you're trying to do everything, nothing I said will matter. That is your problem. Stop doing everything. Focus on 3 niches. Go after those 3. Master those 3. Create a great trap to get those 3 and win with those 3. All right. If you like what you're seeing in this video or you learn anything, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.